So from Green Day to now, what got you mixed up in all kinds of stuff that brought you here?
Yeah, I mean, that's a really loaded
It's very
question.
broad.
Um, I
I'm
got
going
recruited,
broad.
I got recruited into the insurance business about a decade ago. And ever since then, I just like fell in love with the industry, which I never thought I would be. Like I always say, like when I was little, I did not play with my dolls trying to sell life insurance. Just not what
What?
I didn't. Did you? I mean, I don't know.
I
Maybe you did,
love
right?
playing with my dolls, having them sell life
Yeah.
insurance.
He did.
And,
Yeah.
I started in the captive world with State Farm and loved it, loved the culture, loved the people. Still some of my really, really good friends that I've made. And about 4 years, well, 3.5 years ago, I would say, I moved into the independent side and I just like really love it. I love residual income. I love the game of selling policies, especially big
Ooh.
ones. I love seeing my team get financial security and stability in their life and the loyalty and the culture that we've built. So it's a lot of things that don't have anything to do with insurance, right? It's kind of business in general. I'm obsessed
Yeah.
with business.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the fun part of it.
Yeah. But
That's
it's
all I can
also the
say
part
about
that I
that.
think a
Similar.
lot of insurance agents also don't like look at or embrace or have as a focus or a priority. I think that there's a lot of people who get into this industry and they don't always run it like a business. They kind of just
Right.
run it like a job,
Uh-huh.
unfortunately, where, we become glorified employees a bit. And I feel very lucky to have been able to then take the profit from the residual income and the agency growing and things to open a business almost every year since about 5 years ago. So we're up to 5 different ventures and businesses now. And if it wasn't for insurance and that stable income, I would never have been able to do what I've done in this amount of time.
Okay, so I want to go from how did you get into your first State Farm seat, and then how did you progress from that position and then into every year opening a business, and what were they? I want to see
That's what I
that.
was going to ask.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
So year
I beat you.
one, you kind of go in. God, I remember they had a 9 month training program. Now it's a little bit less, but at the time it was 9 months. And what's crazier is that right before I started the 9 months training, I had
Someone could
12
have a
month old at
baby
the
in that
time.
amount of time.
Yep, I found out I was pregnant, and I remember
Oh,
going to
look at that.
my yeah.
You could have
I
a baby in
remember
that
going
amount of time.
to the director of like the territory and saying, "Listen, like." I don't know if you still want to hire me because, and of course, legally they can't say no, but I was like, I'm going to be
Right.
popping out this baby right before I opened my doors. So, needless to say, I still went through it, still went through the training, flew back and forth, and baby comes, we start business, and I barely knew how to put anybody on hold. Love State Farm in so many ways, but like the training program did not set me up to be successful.
9
On
And
day
months.
one,
yeah,
yeah, on day one, how old was your baby?
3 weeks.
Oh my
Yep,
gosh.
in the carrier, and I'm like rocking him.
You're
I'm like
like,
getting him on the phone. Yeah, pretty
you gotta
much.
That's like
go.
Yeah,
Jason.
yeah, that's what it was like. 100%. My team members will never forget. I have team members with me since day one, and they're like, we don't ever forget like rocking the stroller and doing the thing. And then since then, I've had employees that showed up to work with their babies, right? So like it just became part of. It was like our thing. Like we always say, don't drink the water here because you're just gonna get someone pregnant. But that
Listen
progression
to that,
kind
Greg.
of started with
Huh?
internet leads like everybody else and kind of just doing what everyone else is doing because we had no idea what we were doing. And luckily I had parents who were entrepreneurs. I worked in my parents' businesses growing up. I had degrees in business psychology and different things like that. And so I felt like I had some more background and some more skills, and I was able to really bring in business foundations. And I was tracking things and I was automating things like way back when, and started processes right away and streamlined those. And so with that, I started noticing what was bringing us a return on investment, what was making us money, what activities we need to be doing to scale, how to get more out of each employee and team member than just trying to hire a bunch of people and wish and hope that they work out. And so with that, we started eliminating internet leads. We started going after commercial business. We were referral based only. And it wasn't easy. It's not that it wasn't painful at first, but like I was really going for the health of a long-term business than just trying to do what the next trend was, than just trying to follow what everyone else was doing. I really woke up and was like, what do I want my business to do for me instead of me constantly working for this business to thrive and survive, right? Like, this is not why I started this. I wanted freedom. I wanted financial security. I wanted a business that, you know, it's a franchise. It's supposed to be turnkey in a way, right? And I built that. And I think every year it was just about growing more and stopping to do the things that were not making us money and also the things that weren't bringing us joy. So eliminating some of the type of clientele we didn't want, focusing on what we did want, and the whole team was on board. I think that as a leader, you've really got to point to the horizon and be like, yo, you coming with me or not? Because this is where I'm going. And having that kind of culture and mentality really got the team to jump on board. And the ones that were not ended up leaving, and the ones that were are still with me today. So
that's the Jesse Pinkman leadership. Yo, you coming with me?
Yeah. Like, get on the boat because we're leaving. And this is where we're going. Like, either grab a paddle, start rowing.